Are you searching? Are you looking for something new, something different? Are you being called to your ancestral roots? The Modern Sages podcast is a tribe of women that believe in exploring beyond the broken constructs of society. We believe in empowering women to embrace the medicine within, all with an open mind, baby. So I wanted to just dive in, Kari. I know that you and I have worked together a little bit as far as, shamanic teachings. We've been in a lot of different, women gatherings and things like that. So it's always just been fun to connect with you. And I feel like who you are as an individual just cares so deeply, and you bring such like a ray of sunshine. Everywhere you go, you just make people feel good. And I feel like that's such a huge gift that you have, is really helping people feel loved and supported and feel good. And so I'm just so excited to have you here.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's such a nice compliment. I totally received that because that's like my goal in life, is to just be a light and to be happy and joyful and fun.
Beautiful. I love all of that. Yay. Well, Penny says that she is here watching. So welcome, Penny. We are so grateful to have you here. So I'm going to be like on here as well as us together.
I love
So
it.
Kari, I wanted to first start with you just kind of explaining, who you are and, what are you up to in your life right now? And then we'll kind of dive deeper into our conversation.
Yes, I love it. So my name is Kari Payne. I'm 30 years old. I am married to my partner in crime, and we have a lot of fun together. We have 2 kids, and we homeschool our kids. We're pretty holistic, so that can look kind of funny from time to time, but we really love freedom. And we're in the process of moving right now, so we don't really know where we're going to go, but we have to be out of our apartment by October 29th. So it's like really exciting to like see the possibilities like I feel like God has for us and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. I am a Reiki master. Like, I got certified in that the beginning of this year. Yeah, the beginning of this year. And I love that so much. And I wrote a book, and I'm a life coach. And I think where I am in life right now is like my messy healing journey. And I really love like holding space for women to like find that like healer within them and find their own intuition to let that guide their life instead of like all of the voices, the people pleasing and stuff. So
Right. Absolutely.
yes.
So, as you've been speaking, Kari, what kind of led you or what tipped you off into that perspective of really embracing your healing journey? What did that look like for you?
Oh, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy healing journey. I would say the biggest step I took in my healing journey that I feel like made the most change was when I stopped just going to therapists that my insurance paid for. When I
Mhm.
took my healing into my own hands. I'm so sorry, my daughter. It's
It's
okay.
perfect.
It's okay. Just let the cat be. There's a cat on the porch, I guess. Yeah, no, when I started to follow my own intuition on the healers that my heart and soul felt called to go to, that's when I really felt like my healing took off, and I started to like absorb tools and other like women's perspectives and influences that helped give me the things I needed that resonated with me and my soul and my healing journey to get off medication, and which was my goal from the beginning, to just, I think, just find happiness in life, right? Just like find that
Right.
connection to just be happy without all the stressors that come with it
Yeah.
of adulthood and everything.
Right. Life can get stressful. There's, always so much that's going on as well. So I completely agree with that. And I think that you have done a really great job at embracing, the good and the bad, the messy of life too, which I think is so perfect. So what have you found? Like, what have you found a sense of connection? Like, what have you found that really has helped you open up that medicine within and in a way that you can actually accept it for yourself?
Yes, I was raised in like a very odd LDS household, and so I had a very like I want to call it like binoculars view on religion and spirituality, and it didn't always like resonate with me and who I was, and so I feel like what I've done that feels like right within my soul to like find that connection within and with like God
Yeah.
is been meditating every morning daily, like finding meditations that I feel called to, or Jen will send them to me, or I have like some other like life coaches that I like to work with, or I am so sorry. Could you give me
That's
1
okay.
minute? Will you shut the door for me?
Welcome, Jasmine,
I'm
to
on
our
I'm
live call
on a
today.
call right now. Can you please go? Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally
I
fine.
love you. Please shut my door, okay? I would like you to just leave it alone, okay? He's gonna go see if he can handle it. Anyways, I'm sorry. So
No, you're great.
just connecting back in here really quick.
Yeah, take it.
Yes.
That's part of life. We have,
Mhm.
there's kids, there's always something going on. So you're great. Just
Right.
embrace where you're at. No stress there.
Like just the way life is. I really, one of the biggest things for me has been meditation, and finding like that connection within and with God. That's, I would say that is the biggest thing that I do every day to really connect with, um, I feel like you explained it really well as the number three, right? Like I feel like it's my way of connecting like heaven and earth to like my heart chakra, and then earth, or like heaven, me, and earth. And so I love it so much. And like, I think another thing too is remembering that your diet is not just what you eat, right? Like your diet is everything. It's where you're going, what movies you're watching, what music you're listening to, what books you're reading, what podcasts you're listening to, or what you're not doing, right?
Right.
So like getting really real through meditation has helped me like intuitively find the things in my life that I needed to like release or let go of, and help find the things that I feel called to like just bring me higher and make me just feel good and happier, and like I'm just a happier mom and person, and like this
Yeah,
disorder.
that's an interesting concept too, is like
Mhm.
your diet isn't just your food, but it's also like, just as we know, oh, if we go to McDonald's and get I don't even know what they have there, like a double cheeseburger and a big thing of fries, like, your body's not going to feel good after eating it. You're going to feel a little lower, a little more sluggish, a little more greasy, right?
Yeah.
But that's also the same thing too with what you're putting in your body or conversations that you're having. If you're with someone who's constantly nagging or low, or who's always making other people wrong or wants to talk bad about people, you're clogging up your channel with that greasy energy. You're going to become more sluggish and slow. And if you're not listening to positive things or things that are going to help evolve you or help you feel more connected, you're going to feel that lack of it as well. That's a perfect example of what you said.
Right. Yes. I think like learning that like my energy can get greasy and feel greasy was just such a key thing for me. And to like learn ways to like get rid of that greasiness has just been life changing for me.
Yeah. So meditation has been a great way of you to kind of reconnect in and see maybe what is greasy or what's not greasy, if we're using that term. Is that right?
Right. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's like my time to just like sit with myself. I used to constantly seek others. Like I would really need connection from others to feel that validation. So I'd call my mom or my sister and I'd vent and complain about my husband or my day or a situation with a group of girls, right? When
Yeah.
instead now I feel like, okay, I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to like play my music. I'm going to sit and meditate, and I'm going to work through this myself in the way that like feels called to like just my highest and greatest good, instead of maybe the lenses of other people that I might be going to.
Right. So how
Yeah.
do you find time to meditate? Because you homeschool, you have two kiddos, correct? And you're running the house, you have your own business. So how do you find the time and the energy for meditation?
Yeah, I will say I am not perfect. Like, I definitely don't do it every single day like I should. Not at least maybe like a 20-minute session. But meditation for me can be even just stepping into the bathroom and closing the door and just like taking a breath and shutting everything off of me and then stepping back in, like only 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then coming back into reality of like, oh, okay, everything's going to be okay. So like
Yeah,
when the days that I can't get those like good 20-minuters or like 30-minuters in, I try to do my best to just squeeze as many of those in as I can.
I like that because it's also kind of like drinking water for your body, right? You know, our body needs water. And so taking that time to just go in and take breaths and just be intentional, calling upon yourself back in is like you drinking water or having a vegetable or a fruit that's going to help nourish your body to help you keep going. And it can be as simple as that, but we make it so complex as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we tell ourselves like, well, we're just kind of in our emotional state and we don't really I for me anyways, when I'm in my emotional state, it can get very foggy. I get very confused and I get very led by my emotions. And
Mm-hmm.
so to get those reins back, I have to like remove myself and take that breath cuz like you said water makes so much sense. Like I'll go into that bathroom and think when's the last time I breathed? Like actually took a breath to the bottom of my lungs. Oh, it hasn't been for like 5 hours. That's probably a problem. That's probably why I'm all anxious and stuff.
Yeah.
you know,
Ah, this is such a good concept that I haven't really like put together in that space, but it makes total sense.
the water, that was a great analogy.
Which you and me are both very visual, so when we connect into spirit, I feel like it's like visualizing things and seeing things, and I feel like you're very much so like that too. So it's perfect that it, connects in that space as well.
I love it. Yes, visual. That's probably why I love meditation so much because like it's just like fantasy land a little bit.
Yes, Amber says, "Hi ladies, I love you both."
Love you.
Yes. I think that's perfect. So, okay, it's interesting because I've had a lot of different podcasts lately with people, and it's all gone back to meditation and mindfulness. So, for you, you're just saying like it's even just bringing yourself to that space of like intention of like, okay, I'm going to reclaim those pieces. What are some other tools or tips that you would give someone who's like, I can't just sit and like namaste and for 10 hours? Like, sometimes it's hard to conceptualize what meditation is for, I feel like, the majority of us humans.
Oh my gosh, absolutely, right? Because
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. So my family, we went up to this Indian temple in Salt Lake recently, maybe like a month or two ago.
Uh-huh.
And it was me, Ryan, and the kids, and we were like kind of peeking in, and we see this monk sitting still, like eyes closed, and we were there for like 15 minutes, and this man did not move a muscle.
Wow.
He wasn't even breathing. It looked like it was really crazy to me, and I looked at that, and I was like, and I laughed a little because that's what I've always viewed meditation as. It's like something very woo woo, very weird,
Yeah.
very like, oh no, that's I mean, good cool, like he can do him, but I can't do that. I'll like lose it, right?
Yeah.
But what I have found is that is not what meditation is for me, right? For me, meditation has been just fun, playful. Like the very first meditation I ever listened to was probably like 5 years ago, and it was one where I met my inner child. And I had never even known anything about inner child or anything like that. But it was the most powerful experience I had, like spiritually, and I was in a hotel room on the floor just listening to this meditation because I was just really overwhelmed, and I could just feel like I could see myself and I held myself. And so I think that's why meditation has always been something that I really love and feel called to, maybe that one experience. But that experience taught me that meditation is not this like deep taking deep breaths. Meditation can be listening to fun music. Meditation can be listening to a meditation on YouTube. Like there's so many free options.
Right.
Like it doesn't have to just be like sitting in silence. It can be fun and free and playful.
Yeah. I love
So
that.
I like that.
Yeah. And as you've stepped more into your medicine, you said you've done Reiki and you do life coaching, you do all kinds of stuff like that. What do you feel like has helped you deepen your connection to life in that way? That's a big
Hmm.
question.
Yes, I have the best answer, I think, because it just like came to my heart. The thing that has helped me deepen my connection, I think, to just life and happiness is learning to love myself where I am and
Mm,
learning to love that there's nothing wrong with me, that I don't have to feel shame for being a human being, right? Like feeling connection to myself. Once I was able to reach out to myself, and instead of like years of just constant, you're a piece of crap, you'll never make it to the celestial kingdom, you suck, look at your addictions, like you're just, wow, you're just, I can't even, right, just so sad, the sad things I would say to myself, right?
yeah. The shame and the guilt and the resentment, like
Yeah.
self resentment. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure maybe some said stuff to you, but a lot of it probably was your own inner thoughts guiding
Hmm.
your own biggest critic, which is ourselves.
Definitely right. My inner critic was like all I had. I like had never found my inner compassionate parent. And so um yeah, finding like really truly doing the work to realize that my worth is in me, and it is not in what I do, and it's not in what church I go to, it's not in what I wear, it's not in how I do my hair, it's not in like 10 people telling me I'm wrong. Like my worth is just in me, and it's in whatever I do, as long as I feel like my intentions are right, and I don't have ill intentions or feelings towards anybody. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's been the biggest thing for me to find that connection, because once I was able to connect with myself and love myself, I feel like I've been able to connect with heaven, like my real God and like my real heavenly mother, so that they're able to show me the love and that connection that I've been needing, but I wasn't able to receive it until I could give it to myself.
Yeah. That's, and it's almost like an unraveling too of like, when we sit with it or when we go into the self, when we decide, okay, I'm going to meditate or I'm going to make that effort to connect in, it might be a little bit uncomfortable at first. It's like, oh, like I know when I start to meditate, I get really irritable and I'm like, I have to breathe, I have to move my body. That's why I use a lot of oils, different things to kind of like help break up that space, but that space is really the limitations that we have that come in the physical body or come in society that we put on ourselves. But it's almost like when we do that, we're unraveling this space to be able to like reclaim that beauty and have a deeper connection. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes so much sense.
Yeah. So if for those who are listening, if you ever get stressed or struggled, you're like, oh, I just can't sit still. I can't do that. Well, maybe you need to move a little bit, or maybe you need to add some kind of music. Cause sometimes I'll have like this really great, and I've sent you like playlists, so many different things, but like even just like sitting and just like breathing or moving or just being with that can also bring that awareness of mindfulness into play in a way that doesn't have to be like, all the time. Cause that's not always necessary. It's not always helpful for people.
No, I mean, like, seriously, like, I will dance on my bed with my kids, and I consider that a form of like meditation or mindfulness. Like, we're shaking all the like stuff off of us, and we're just taking some fun breaths, getting our heart rates up, and then we can like step into the next activity
It's
with just like a
beautiful.
more clear, I don't know,
Yeah.
mindset.
I love it. I love that. So, along with all of this, how have you felt connected to your ancestors? Has that been something that's resonated with you? What does that look like for you? Because, of course, in October, we're going to be doing a challenge that helps us connect to our ancestors. So, I kind of want to see if you feel, where you're at in that space.
Yes, I love it. I never really like I've always believed like my loved ones were on the other side, but I never really realized how close they were and how much I could connect with them until I had a reading from you on a group call with Amber, and you just opened up, it's like you just opened up my third eye, like I could, it's like it was blocked and now I could see. And so
Oh,
I
that's
have a
awesome.
lot of really fun just little experiences that just mean a lot to me with my ancestors, and so I'm really excited for this October and just
Me
everything.
too.
Like I was thinking of like two that I wanted to share that I think were
Yeah.
the biggest. And one was I was really irritated with my husband. He had just pissed me off. I don't know what he did, to be honest. I mean, he's a man, he's immature sometimes. And I was sitting outside and I'm taking breaths, and I hear, like, in my heart, I feel his dad, because his dad passed away when he was 15. And I felt his dad come up to me, and like in my heart, I can hear. That's how I hear them, like in my heart. It's very weird to
That's
like
cool.
explain, but I heard him say like giggle with me and say, he's come so far, Kari, and he is doing great. You just got to have a little patience with him. Right. And like I was able to laugh with him and take in that breath and like see, oh yeah, my husband has come so far. I've come so far. Like, I'm irritated for no reason whatsoever. It's not even really Ryan. But that was something that meant a lot to me, to like hear his dad. There was one other one I wanted to share. I wrote it down because I have just loved it. Oh, my dad. So I love the sunsets. Like, I live in Layton, Utah, and I feel like I get to see the most beautiful sunsets. And
Mm.
I've always just loved them, and I just savor them. And I had a call with Jen one time, and Jen told me that my dad paints the sunsets for me. And it was just so crazy because I had it like envisioned him painting the sunsets for me before. And so
Yeah.
now every time I see a sunset, I just like see my dad like painting these sunsets for me. And it's just really fun. Like, our
And
ancestors can
it
come.
helps you like bring you back into the moment of like honoring this human journey and knowing that there's still so much more. Like it brings like that awareness, right?
Yes. Yeah. So much more to just be open to and receive, I think, you know.
Yeah. And I think that that's like something that our ancestors and our loved ones who have passed want to help us to do is when they set up signs and those things, it's like a reminder, that we're not alone, that spirit has such a bigger plan for us, but also to like embrace these meat suits, because we don't have them forever. And it's so easy to get so caught up in the meat suit
For
and
real.
to remember, but like honoring this is part of it, like honoring that space. And so I love that you have those playful forms of connection. That's so beautiful. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. This
It's
is
the
human
cat.
life. It's perfect.
I don't want you to leave the house. I just need you to leave my room, okay? I love you.
But she's scratching at the tree. She's scratching at our door.
Just, I will deal with it in just a minute, okay? You're gonna be okay.
We're almost done. That cat wants to get in.
I know. I love it.
Whatever
That's so
that cat
funny.
is, that cat's like, hey, look at me. Step
Right.
in
I'm
with
here.
me. Yeah. So from what you prepared and everything like that, is there anything else in your space? I did want to talk to. I want you to connect in first and just see if there's anything else that you're feeling inspired to share. And then I also wanted to talk about your book that you've written as well.
Mm, I think just like sharing with everybody that you are just so beautiful, and I wish you could see yourself the way like our heavenly parents see us, just with so much immense love and light. And like, we are not wrong, and we are not bad, and we are just like not perfect. I don't like, but we are just so perfect the way we are. Like, we are so worthy and amazing, and like shame should never be something we feel about ourselves. I feel like that's like the biggest thing.
Yeah. It's that shame that holds us back. It holds us in this physical space of, in the podcast and everything, it's all about breaking past those constructs of society. And I think being told that we have to be a specific way in order to receive like the fullness of love or to receive purpose is something that our spirit, our big spirit knows is not always accurate, but it can be easy if that's what we know to hold on to that, you know?
Right.
And it seems like part of your journey also has been releasing that and like seeing that you are beauty and that you have worth and that you are connected in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. Every one of us.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us about this book that you're doing.
Oh, I should have grabbed it. My bad. It's okay. So I wrote this book. I felt like I had like all this beautiful divine feminine energy. And I wrote this journal journey, and it's to help guide women to release these feelings of shame that they carry for themselves, and to help get into a daily self-care practice, like a meditation practice, but for modern women, like quick. It's only supposed to be like a 5-minute prompt a day that you dedicate to yourself, and it's 64 pages, and I designed it all myself. I'm so proud of it.
Wow.
And it's just like blessed with Reiki and energy healing, and I think so far it's helped a lot of women, and so I hope it can help as many women out there who need it and feel called to it. My little guy,
absolutely. Hi,
he
buddy.
got into chocolate as I sit here.
We're almost done. How?
Mommy, we let the cat inside of our house.
Can you just shut the door? I will deal with it in 1 minute. Okay. Thank you, buddy.
We don't know where its owner is, but we
5,
think
4. Awesome. Thank you.
So you have a stray cat in your house at this moment.
Cool. I love it. Probably our upstairs neighbor.
Oh, funny.
Oh,
So
man.
how can someone get their hands on one of your books?
Oh, yeah. So I have my website. I sell my books on my website. You can get an electronic download or a physical copy. The website is carriedinlove.co. So not .com because it was taken, but .co. I thought was kind of like Tiffany and Co. So
yeah,
Carried in Love, because I feel like my purpose is to help teach women to carry themselves in love instead of carrying themselves in the shackles of shame,
It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, we'll also post it on the show notes, or like on the, on the page too, where they can get that if that's something they're interested in. So I know we're going to do a giveaway real quick, and then I know you got your kiddos and a stray cat in your house. Okay. I want you to pick between, so I want you to sit with this number 1, 2, or 3. And out of those numbers, who has been a part of the call, who has listened, who has made any things, I want you to just sit with that and they get the prize.
We'll do 3.
Number 3. Okay, perfect. So let me look here. 1, 2, 3. Amber. It's Amber Goody.
Woo!
Yay! So what I have here for this is a really fun giveaway. So I don't know if you know about these, but these are my favorite incense. It's white sage. It's by Tribal Soul. I have an incense holder, and I have this little cup here. It's like a fall little thing for your sage, or for Amber, since she doesn't like sage, it'll have to be like Palo Santo or something, with a root grounding chakra roller. So
nice.
Yes.
Amber. Cool.
Yay. I'll have to tag her in that and let her know. So congratulations, Amber. You got that prize. And Kari, I just wanted to take some time to thank you for, I know you have so much going on, and I know your voice, I know your medicine will help so many in our tribe and moving forward. So thank you for all that you do and who you are, because you truly are a messenger of light and of love. And so I just wanted to honor you in that space.
Thank you. Ditto to you. Thanks for having me. I just love your energy and sharing space with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, have a good day, and we will talk soon.
Yes, I can't wait to watch all the other women. So.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Do you feel called to connect to your medicine within? Have you wanted to strengthen your spiritual gifts? Are you looking for ways to incorporate the sacred into your everyday life? Maybe do you want to have like-minded friends in a tribe who can connect with you? Modern Sage's Soul Tribe is dedicated to spiritual seekers like yourself who are embracing the medicine within. Now, in this tribe, we are going to be doing moon gatherings, amazing spiritual gift giveaways, connecting to a soul tribe, as well as hosting mystery school classes. If you are feeling called to connect to the soul tribe, I will leave a link for you in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening to Modern Sages Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us online. Blessings.